Riders, welcome. It is now a new week for you guys. It's literally 10 seconds after the last video ended. I'm out here where it all began at... Oh, by the way, I'm Michael from Mike's Bike Rides. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm out here on this trail system called Spillepengen. It's where I started mountain biking a year ago and took my first trembling steps in mountain biking and really fell in love with it. But I never really got around to make a comprehensive guide of the Red Trail where I stop and show you how to get over the features and stuff. And they've also built some new stuff that I want to try out since I was here last time in early spring. I hope the trail is dry today. It has been raining, but it seems to handle some water pretty fine as long as it's still summer. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get right in and we'll try to make as comprehensive of a guide as possible out here. So tag along. Okay, this is where the trail starts and ends. You're gonna want to go straight. And the trail starts right by the blue trail, and then it makes a sharp 180 turn up the hill here. So you're gonna be faced with a rocky climb, so you might as well keep like mid-range gear here to be able to make it up, because people tend to go around, and I think that's silly because it's not that difficult to go up here. Just gotta know how to lift your front wheel. Ooh, pedal strike. But having a little bit of higher gear than you think you would want really is the way to go here. Ooh, you put on some new material here. Nothing much to say here. My breakfast hasn't reached my legs yet. You're gonna want to watch out here. It is bench cut, but pretty steep hillside. So if you don't know where you're going, you might be surprised. You fall down the hillside here. Not very fun. Kind of flowy here. Okay, coming up to the first difficult section, especially if it's slippery. So yeah, let's stop and look at this section real quick. Yeah, it's not coming across on video, but it is pretty steep. It's a pretty tight corner. Coming down here is really steep. So and now I have some problems with these big ruts and stuff from people just breaking their way through. The outside line here is actually really nice, and that's really where we want to go. We want to start high and just stay on the outside, and maybe like here you can turn in a little bit to not like go out in the peripherals. I have to get out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that shows you how steep it is. So once I was really good at this, we're gonna see how I do now. You're gonna want to be inclined to like put your ass way backwards. That would be the wrong way to do this, because you want to stay in control, and when you're hanging off the back of the rear wheel, you're not in that much control of your front wheel. So you might want to lower your saddle if you have a dropper post. That's fine, that's exactly where you would want to use the dropper post for these situations. But we're gonna try to see how it goes. This is also the kind of thing you want to maybe take the time to stop in session a little bit, so you know what you're doing. But yeah, coming up here, might want to go high, stay high, and just stay in control. Same here, stay high and go through, no problem. I didn't actually lean back that much at all. Oh, they made a jump there. I wasn't ready. Okay, that's just rollable. We're not going to stop to look at it. Just a rock pile to get over. Just don't be surprised by it. As always, don't just refer to my videos. Take a slow lap first, and then you can blast your way through when you're not running blind anymore. There's a big rabbit hole. Here's where people tend to go around. This is not difficult to get over. It's just a log. And then here, you're going to want to stay left to hug the trees, and then just go over the rock piles. Take the berm nicely. No biggie. Don't think I need to stop and show you how to do that. Yeah, we are actually riding. Here you're going to want to look out, because there can be cars coming quickly here. Yeah, we're riding right beside a shooting range. Actually, the police's shooting range. So yeah, I want to get up that hill. And this is sort of kind of difficult, especially on a hardtail, to really know what you're going to do here, because it's just flat and it's full of roots, and it's gonna rattle your bones to the core. But you know, a higher gear than you would expect, and then just so that way you're gonna float on top of them, and you're gonna be able to stand up and pedal when you need to get out of the seat, just like so. And then you're gonna be able to keep some speed through here. That can really make up a lot of time, if you're measuring time, that is. And we're through that section. And this is kind of a fun section. There are actually some berms here, but in the winter time it gets really muddy, and you're not really able to keep your speed very easily. But now in the summertime, this is actually cool. Just watch out for rabbit holes. They're like breeding rabbits right here. Oh, hero dirt. So nice. And cool suspension bridge. You're gonna want to get a lot of speed here to get up the hill. And then this is just flowy. Just look where you're going so you don't end up in a tree. If you go fast here, which you can, this trail really opens up and becomes this whole other much more difficult trail. Speed really does tend to make things a lot more exciting. Okay, so here's where you're gonna wanna be on your guard because there's a tight pass. It's been made a lot easier since when I was here last time. Some roots and tricky corners to get around. And here's where you can either go fast and really make up some time. Oh, rocks. Or just take it easy and catch your breath. Because it's just flat here, so it's not that heavy to pedal. So if you want to rest, that's fine. If you want to go fast, that's pretty easy. Especially in the summer when it's not slippery. So what I would like you to do is try a little bit higher gear and just the same cadence and see how much faster you're going and how much more exciting it gets. Yeah, we can bunny hop that. This, in the winter time, this is a real mud hole, and you're just gonna have to be in like second gear and just hunker down. But right now, this is a pretty easy climb. I remember that's really tough, so that's fun. We come up to the trailhead here. We're gonna go straight up here again. And this is not difficult. It's just some rocks to get over. It used to be a little bit more difficult, but it's really settled since then. So it's easier now. As you can see, this isn't the most difficult trail ever, and it's not the most feature-packed trail ever. But once your stamina gets up and going, you can really have some fun here. There's a guy going the wrong way. I'm gonna have to tell him. Egentligen andra hållet här. Okay, just a friendly reminder who's going the wrong way. Okay, så får vi se. Here we go, short left. Easy one, it's not slippery. Here's where you want to prepare with the lower gear, because it's going to turn right up the hill here. In the wet, that's going to be difficult for you. I feel like my saddle has dropped down again. So here the trail opens up a little bit and becomes this flowy section. And if you dare to ride this berm, oh, almost went over. Okay, so here's a new thing. This stair set always really has settled in to become quite bumpy. I saw a guy come at this at speed on a video. Looks super easy, but I don't know if I want to do this on my hardtail, you know. So we're just going to take a quick peek at it. We can try to come at it at a little bit of speed, because it's not steep, it's just bumpy. And getting up it would be a nice challenge. Might try that. Okay, a little bit of speed. See what we do. Oh, yeah. Definitely can do some improvement there. With a high saddle, it's easy to get knocked out of your pedals. So in the winter, this is really slippery and off camber. So it's really easy to lose your balance here, because you can't go as fast either. But here comes, like this was a drop before, but now it's just a hill to roll over. So just be prepared, and there's a catch berm there, no problem. It's totally rollable, but if you come quickly, you might be surprised. Then of course, ride over, not around. This can also be a little bit slippery, but you can get up it just fine. And then it opens up again here. This is where you're just going to want to hunker down and take it easy up the hill, because it only gets worse the further you go. So here I always need to catch my breath, because then it's a few hard pedals up here. Yeah, might even lose traction. People tend to go this side to get traction. Oh, don't do that to yourself. A big hole. We're coming up towards the end. This is kind of a tricky corner, because your pedals might get clipped on the inside. So keep your left pedal up. You're gonna be no problem. Same here. Look through the corner. Same here. Lift your left pedal. Oh, look where you're going. And then we got this. There's a rock garden. So we're going to stop to look at this. Yeah, you're going to be inclined to want to go to the right here, but you're actually not supposed to. There's not supposed to be any go-arounds on this trail. You're just going to have to walk it if you can't do it. But people tend to forget that and just go around. If you need to go around all these obstacles, there's a blue trail for you. Or just stay here for a bit and practice. It's not that death. It's not that death, yeah. So we come up a little bit of a hill, and there's a little bit of a bigger hill here. So if you're like fast, you can get some speed up here, and then just, you know, it kind of turns to the right. But there's there's this line you can take here that's really gonna be the smoothest, and then up and over this. Try to miss this rock in particular because that's gonna catch your front wheel. So maybe, you know, try to go a little bit to the left here. I never actually succeed in doing that, but it would be the smartest way around here, and then just finish it. Pretty simple. We're gonna try to do it. There we go. Yeah, that's the right way around it. And now it won't be long. You know, more switchbacks, you know what to do here. Brake coming in, look through the corner and let go. There's a bit of a step in this one, and then there's this log to get over, and then you're gonna be home free. That's the entire trail. So that's the entire trail in its entirety. The Spillepengen trail. That is really nice trail. It's fun for the whole family because there's like 3 levels. Super good fun. This red trail really gives you a workout and a little bit of a challenge over some obstacles. So this is really a good trail system for new riders looking to take their first steps in mountain biking, because it's not super steep, it's not super techy, and there are levels to go up whichever way you want. So I highly recommend you coming out and take a look. So that's it for this time. This has been Michael from Mike's Bike Rides. Have a nice day, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now. Okay, let's see if we can clean this climb a little bit better. I love how this bike climbs. Let's also clean these. So slippery down here. We're gonna see if I can climb up the stairs instead of going down. Yeah, not the best technique in the world, but I did it.